Diffraction due to single slit. Okay, see, here we are taking as a source of light. Okay, source of light. This is source of light. After this, we take a lens. Now, why we have taken this lens? We have taken this lens so that we can get plane wave front. Okay? When these rays will pass from this lens, then after that we are going to get plane wave front, because we already know that lens provide us, this type of the lens at such condition is going to provide us as plane wave front. After that we take a single slit, single rectangular slit, and the distance is D, and the single slit is AB. When this wavefront is going to pass from this AB slit, then all the points will act as a source of secondary wavelet. All the point, according to Huygens principles, all the points on this AB will act as a source of secondary wavelet, which will later provide us wavefront. Now again, to converge all the wavefronts to a single point, we take another lens. Let's call it L2 and first lens L1. So to converge all the wavefront to a screen, we take a second lens. If all the wavelets which comes from this slit AB are going to focus at point P. Suppose this is a point P, at this point P. No phase difference is going to be created. And at this point we are going to obtain central maximum. Central maximum means here we are going to obtain maximum intensity of light. Means at this point P, we are going to obtain maximum intensity of light. Now suppose if all the wavelets according to Huygens principle, AB slit, on the AB slit whatever the points are there, they will act as a source of secondary wavelength. If instead of at point P, if they converge at another point, let's call it as a O. Suppose if they are going to converge at another point, let's call it O, then definitely phase difference is going to be created at this point O. Now here definitely phase difference is going to be created. Now to take out the phase difference, let's take a triangle. This is AB and over here we draw a perpendicular and call it as a point D, and this dB is only the phase difference. Now phase difference is this point dB. Now how we can take out this dB? It's perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Now what is perpendicular? Let's call it theta. Sorry, it's like this. Suppose the angle made over here is theta. Now if we are going to take sine theta, it will be perpendicular upon hypotenuse. And what is perpendicular? Perpendicular is simply dB. And hypotenuse is this AB. And what is the value of AB? This is simply the distance of the slit, rectangular slit, D. And over here it is sine theta. Now this d sine theta simply equal to dB, and dB is what? Part difference, and we already know the part difference is given by lambda, wavelength, and lambda. D sine theta is equal to lambda. If we are the part difference is given by n lambda. So d sine theta is equal to n lambda. This is the condition of minima. This is called the condition of minima. Now suppose we want to find out the condition for maxima. See, first maxima is central maxima we called at point P. Over here we are going to obtain the maximum intensity of light. Okay. So over here we are going to get the maxima. Then we are going to get minima. Then again maxima. That maxima which we are going to obtain over here, that will not be having that much intensity which is having at point P. So d sine theta is equal to n lambda. This is the condition of minima. Now for finding out the condition for the maxima, what we need to do, I am erasing it. We need to divide this into three parts. So it will become, if the light is of wavelength lambda and if it is going to travel through this, let's divide it into three parts. It will become lambda by 2 plus lambda by 2 plus lambda by 2. And it is going to equal to 3 lambda by 2. So over here it comes the odd condition, means if we are going to make its generalized form, the generalized form is going to become 2n plus 1 3 by 2. sorry 2n plus 1 lambda by 2. So this is the condition of maxima. Okay, now what is the pattern we are going to obtain on the screen is the pattern we are going to obtain on the screen will be see, this is known as bright fringe. And this is also known as central maximum. Central maximum means over here there will be maximum intensity and over here will be intensity but will be less as compared to central maximum, and over here it will be less than it also, and over here it will be very less, and slowly it is going to finish. So this is the pattern we are going to obtain. So this is a diffraction due to a single slit. I hope you like it. Thank you.